Welcome. It's so nice to be with you today. I'm always pleased that you're here, and I hope that also you tell your friends about, our webcast, because I love to be with all of you. Today, we're going to be talking about guilt and fear. Um, the one thing that I've found over all these years of doing readings is people are very anxious about guilt, fear, sin, all those things that we've been taught dogmatically. Now, I am by no means here to tell you that you can't commit wrongs. The only time that you really commit a wrong is when you do it with motive or vengeance. But I found that most people, good people, have guilt over things that they have no control over. A mother will take guilt over a child that goes awry when honestly you look in the background and you see that maybe she's had 4 kids and all of them are good and one goes crazy on her. See, we have to go back to the original, that these souls come to us, whether we give birth to them or not, with a contract and from past life experiences. So you don't always get a person in your life that's perfect. And they can do things to hurt you, or you can retaliate by being defensive. Only, like I said, I love what the Asians say is when you go out for revenge, you should dig 2 graves, one for yourself and one for the other person. But so many times when I hear guilt about what people have done, their foibles and their things that they've done in their life, and they are convinced that God doesn't forgive them. See, what you've got to realize is God is always, always in a state of forgiving. You can't take a loving God that has, like I've said a million times, humanistic qualities. That's one thing we've got to get rid of, that God is vicious, that God is wants to retaliate, that God is vengeful, that God is jealous. All those things are human traits that we put on God. Um, I know of one instance where a mother was guilty because she felt that her son had turned gay because she didn't take him to the doctor for a stomach problem. That's that's absolutely ridiculous. This soul came in the way it was. And let's address that for a minute. Let's say that someone was 10 lives a female and they come into a male body. What do you think their predilection might be? And I think that's another thing we have to do is quit judging color, creed, religion, sexuality. Judgment is a terrible, terrible thing. It's bigotry, and anything like that eats you up alive. But the guilt is another thing because let me tell you something. It creates a stone wall between you and spirituality. I talked to a man the other day. He said, "I'm guilty about everything. If I say a wrong word or I say a." If you enjoyed this short excerpt on guilt and sin and fear, please join us on the inner circle and you'll get the full benefit of the full webcast. And I'd love to see you there. And be sure you tell your friends too. So hope to see you next time.